まさちかくんにパーダイドーハン喜ん
Yo, yo, yo. It's your man MAS. Back with another Alicia, or however you say her name, hides her feelings in Russian. Alright. Pretty much the closing episodes. Alright, we're talking about episodes 10, 11, 12, I believe. Pretty much from 10 till ending. Alright. And pretty much, if you've already saw the title, it sucked. Right? It was bad. In my opinion, it sucked ass. Alright. Nothing got answered. Nothing got answered. And here's the thing. I hate when animes do this. We're just gonna jump right into it because I got a lot of opinions. I hate when animes do this, where it's like, I get it. Like maybe the book is ongoing, so there's so much content that they can't cover, or maybe like they covered as much content as they could in regards to how far the book has gone versus the anime. So, but most times with these animes, it's like there's so many questions we have answered. The easiest thing I could put, or the easiest comparison, is like Tenchi Muyo, or like a regular Harlem, where it's like one guy, multiple girls love this guy. This guy has to choose one girl, right? And we're like, all right, like the season's almost over. This is the last episode. Which girl is Tenchi finally gonna pick? Is he gonna pick Ryoko? Is he gonna pick Ayaka? Or like, um, like these Harlems where it's like you want to see how it ends officially. All right, like what girl is he gonna pick? And then the anime is like, oh well, no, he picks no girl. He just chooses to live the way he's living, and that's the episode. Like that is a pet peeve. I cannot stand that. Like make a decision. Just make a decision. So pretty much like those animes where it's like the ending is so ambiguous, it's so vague, where it's like, oh no, they're just gonna keep living how they're living. No sense of closure, no sense of like, maybe the word is progress, no sense of actual progress, where it's like, oh no, like yeah, all these girls are flaunting over Tenchi, but he does eventually choose who he wants to commit to. He does eventually choose who he wants to be his wife, like he chooses the one he likes the most. It's so vague where it's like, oh no, he likes everybody, so he's just gonna have multiple wives. Like that's just an example. Pretty much where animes don't have actual closure. So how this connects to the Russian show, like none of my questions got answered. My bad. None of my questions got answered. And that is frustrating, right? I feel like, or at least I think I said it in a previous video, the hope was, because I was like, it's only 12 episodes and they added so many elements to the show. There's so many mysteries. There's so many like, all right, what causes family dynamic? All right, well, does he finally tell Alya or Alicia that he understands Russian? Does he finally figure out that Alicia's sister is probably the girl that he went about trying to learn Russian to begin with? The student counselor, who actually won it? Like, there's so many questions that we wanted answered. They don't answer anything. See, episode 12 ends and you don't learn anything. All right. The only thing you learned is he probably bested his stepsister in the debate, but that's not even finalized. Like nothing is finalized. You don't even know that. Why? Because they don't say anything. She just alludes to, all right, they got the best of me, but it does actually say that Alya or Alicia won the Congress, the closing statements. It doesn't say that. All right. Very frustrating, very annoying. And again, I hate when anime does that. Right? I felt like the way it should have ended was they should have answered at least like one of the questions. Right? There's so many questions. They could at least answer one of them where I was like, all right, like maybe at least at bare minimum, because the closing statements happen, who won? Like definitively, just who won? Not an assumption, because that's how it made us, at least that's how it made me feel. It's like, all right, like it makes us assume Alya won because she hit you with that Russian, and then like she talked about why she wanted to run, and it was engaging, it was innovative, yada yada yada. And the stepsister was like, the stepsister pretty much implied that she lost, but that doesn't mean that she actually lost. Like, really think about it. It doesn't mean that she actually lost. And I feel like at bare minimum, they could have at least answered that. They ended the season where it was like, well, you know, we should probably prepare for more student congress stuff during the summer break. I can't make this up. It's like, it just left me feeling so unsatisfied. Now I'm like, all right, they just went the route that most animes do, at least like the most like vague ones, and it just sucked ass. Like it's bad. All right, it's bad. Does that mean the entire series as a whole is bad? No. The entire series as a whole, in my opinion, is above average for romance animes. It's definitely not the mundane thing that you typically say. So if somebody asked me, hey, would you recommend watching this romantic comedy anime? I would say yes, because it's above average. But I will be honest and be like, hey, the ending sucks. So if you expect to watch this anime and have any of your questions answered towards the end, none of them will be answered. None of them. All right. So you're better off just waiting till season 2. If they get a season 2, I'm assuming they will get a season 2, but you're just better off waiting for season 2 for some of your answers or some of your questions to be answered. Because season 1, they don't answer nothing. All right. Kazu and Alya are just rocking. All right. So nothing gets answered. Nothing. No. So, but does that make the show a bad show? Absolutely not. Every show has its pros and its cons, right? So far, like, the show has been, in my opinion, it's been excellent. I don't think it's been exceptional, but for the genre that it's in, I feel like it's innovative. It made you ask a lot of questions. It definitely had that twist where Kazu isn't underachieved. He's actually a fucking genius. Like, there's so many dynamics to the show that makes it really, really good. The only, I guess, maybe like gripe I would say about the show at this point is like the ending sucked. But it definitely insinuates there will be more seasons. All right. So the ending sucked. The ending leaves you very unsatisfied. All right. But it makes you look forward to the future. It was like, all right, maybe they'll answer some of my questions later down. And again, I don't want to criticize like the people who made the anime or the, you know, production crew, whatever. A lot of times it's not the anime's fault. It's not the creator's fault. Like, it's not really the fault of the anime. There's only so much content they could cram in 12 episodes. Think about it. Like, a certain anime are licensed for a number of episodes, right? So not everybody is blessed. Back in the day, now it's different, but back in the day, when anime came out, it was always at minimum like 24 episodes, right? Which is always satisfying to most viewers. So it's like, all right, they can kind of 12-12, cram it into one season. Amazing. You would be blessed as an anime creator if you were given 2 seasons of 24 episodes. That's a blessing, all right? Back in the day, things were so much better, in my opinion. It's just like, you just got more for your buck. Nowadays, it's not the case. I think it happened with Zom 100. Most of these animes are just getting 12 episodes. They're not extending it. They might break it into another season, but it's almost like, hey, here's the 12 episode trial, 12 episode trial, 12 episode trial. Where back in the day, I feel like most animes were getting 24 episode trials. You know, like a trial period, but it's 24 episodes. More bang for your buck. Versus 12 episodes. I feel like now, because probably the market is like really saturated, where it's like, all right, we don't know if this anime is going to do well or not do well. Here's 12 episodes. Let's see how it does. And if it does well, we'll continue for another season. If it doesn't, boom, ends at 12 episodes. You are left feeling unsatisfied as a human being, because there are some animes that are 12 episodes and I felt was really, really good. You probably felt it was really, really good, but maybe it wasn't viewed properly by the general population. So it's like, yeah, we're not gonna continue it. And it leaves a lot of people, including me, like, it just leaves you really unsatisfied, because like, 12 episodes isn't enough. So that's just to say that maybe this anime suffers from that, where it's like, it was only licensed for 12, and if it does well, it'll get another season. If it doesn't do well, tough luck, read the book, all right? And we don't read around here. So it's strictly anime, except for my manga/anime. We read that, all right? Hopefully you guys read that. We read that, but everything else we don't read, all right? We watch anime. I love anime. I can't stop watching it, but that's the only gripe I have of the season. If I had to grade it, In terms of romance anime, I would give it an honest like B plus. It really is above average. It's not your typical stuff that you see. B plus. But the ending will leave you very, very unsatisfied. That is this man's opinion. But I'm definitely looking forward to season 2. I'm definitely looking forward to having some of my questions answered. And if they don't answer anything in season 2, if Alya does at least know that he learns Russian, they're probably gonna leave that to the very end. Or they're probably gonna live knowing he's probably gonna keep that to himself until forever. I hate that. But I mean, that's the review of the season in general. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.